What's up guys, it's Cam coming at you from the 2-6. Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. So, are you a fan of old school barbershop fragrances? Do you like fougères or do you hate them? Especially like the ones of the, kind of the old school one. This is a fragrance that is actually going to be a little more mass appealing even if you don't really dig those type of fragrances, but if you do, really stick around for this one. Hold on to your lug nuts. Let's get into this. So the fragrance I'm talking about is Gravitas Pour Homme. It is from a fellow YouTuber, Mr. Smelly 1977. He actually started a Kickstarter to get this thing going. I know that Dan is really big into like the, the old school fragrances, the classics. So I honestly thought that this fragrance would just be like one of those, real old school, powerhouses from the 80s where, I kind of see like a dude with a, a big cigar and big Elvis sunglasses and big hairy chest with a great big chain like buried in that hair or whatever, just like super, super masculine. Okay, it does accomplish that in a sense, but it does it with a modern twist where it doesn't alienate people that are, maybe in their mid to late 20s right on up. So before I actually get into the fragrance, I actually want to show you the box. It's pretty simple. You just got your NW, which stands for Naughton Wilson, which is Mr. Smelly's brand, and you've got Gravitas Pour Homme here, same here, and then you have a little bit more information right here on the back. Then on the bottle itself, it has a metal plaque on the front that is similar to like you would see like on a Rose de Parfums. And of course you've got your cap, not a flimsy cap, but not super, super heavy, but still feels quality, nice heavy bottle. And on the distribution, not bad either. You actually have kind of controlled atomizer there. This fragrance actually shocked me because I was really expecting like Brut or Old Spice or and that's no knock to Dan at all, because like back in the day, I actually talked to a friend that works at Bloomingdale's and he was like, I don't know if you know it or not, but Brut was like, that was like niche fragrance like back in the day or whatever. So I know that Dan really gravitates towards those classics, but good work. Good work is all I can say on this one. This one will appeal to a very big audience. I have thoroughly enjoyed wearing it. This fragrance opens up with some sweet and bitter citruses. You've got like some bergamot mixed with some mandarin, and then you've got just a little bit of spiciness from some coriander and a real silky smooth lavender. You can tell that they've used like high quality ingredients in this. It doesn't smell like they cheaped out or skimped out whatsoever. Like I was saying, even like holding a bottle, it feels like something that you would find, next to a Parfum de Marly or, your Creeds or something like that. This actually just is a very heavy, high quality bottle. Now, one thing that I have smelled on some of those more old school fougères, even some of the Rose de Parfums do kind of get into that more old school fougère. This one doesn't have that spice that comes out that's, especially like if you've smelled some of these 80s powerhouses where the spice is very prominent in it. The spices are just really slightly blended in here where you're gonna pick up just a hint of pepper and you're gonna get a little bit of that coriander in there, and then you're definitely gonna get some cardamom. Out of those spices, the only one that really rears its head, as far as like to my nose anyway, is going to be the cardamom. You start to pick that up, but about the time that you can pick that cardamom up, you're gonna pick some vanilla up. And it's like, not like super sweet vanilla, but a nice smooth and sweet vanilla, which I don't know, just kind of seems to take it to another level. And that's about midway to dry down. Then as it gets to that dry down, that patchouli is going to be just slightly mixed in there with some woods. I think primarily, like to my nose anyway, it just seems like there's some woods that are tucked in there in the bottom to give it, just a nice base. And then that vanilla is gonna start rearing its head back up, mixed in with that lavender. Now, again, lavender is another note that is notorious in fougere and barbershop fragrances. And that is I don't know, it's kind of divisive because, I don't know, some people just don't dig like something that would smell like their their grandfather or their dad, depending on how old you are. I don't get that from this. The lavender is, it's used to the point where you're like, yep, that is got that classic vibe to it, but it does smell like a relevant fragrance in the year of 2020. It doesn't smell dated at all. So good work on this to make it more mass appealing. It does, I mean, it just really, really works for me. And I'm not like a massive, huge fan of some barbershop fragrances. Some I really, really dig. Some of them I've had to get used to. For whatever reason, this one, you know, and a couple other ones I've smelled like worked out the gates. In the spirit of transparency, Dan did send this fragrance out to me. He did not say, hey, can I send you a fragrance for you to review? He asked if he could send it to me. And then I just opted to do a review on it. And of course he said, you know, if you don't like it, you know, just keep your word if you do decide to, you know, do a review. So he was wanting to be transparent, and I'm being transparent, and that is the best way to be. Now, as far as where you can pick this up at, you can actually go to Naughton Wilson. It runs for $114.30. So yeah, just a hair under 115 for a 100 ml bottle. You know, nice and heavy bottle. Oh, and the performance. The performance is excellent on this. On my skin, 9.5, 10 hours of longevity. 2 hours easily of projection, and a good solid 30 minutes of heavy projection, to the point to where you definitely don't want to be overspraying this. It will come off very beastly, and it does have that masculinity to it. So if you're looking more of an alpha male fragrance, this is going to be more suited for that person that is very comfortable in their own skin, that is kind of an alpha male. Now, some fougere fragrances like this are considered to be unisex. Now, when I say like this, I mean scent profile similar to this, but this is not going to be a lady fragrance at all. Not in my opinion. If I smelled it on a woman, I personally probably would not find that very attractive, because it does smell very manly. So if you're looking to, that, you know, that man's man type fragrance, that's exactly what I get from this. If you are on the ropes about buying this fragrance, I have seen in the Facebook groups, I've seen people decanting this. I've seen this in other spots too. If you just type in Gravitas Pour Homme, you'll find a couple of websites that are, you know, exclusive to like the UK, some are to the United States, where people are decanting this or doing splits like in Facebook groups. But I would highly recommend getting your nose on this. Dan, you did an excellent job, you know, working with the perfumer, getting this exactly how you wanted, and still accomplish that classic feel that you enjoy and so many other people do as well, but still give it a modern enough twist where you didn't alienate, you know, a particular demographic. So I think that's very smart, and, you know, still stays true to your roots. So kudos, I feel that you've done an excellent job. And these YouTuber fragrances, I'm telling you guys, I mean, like, I feel like it's going to be something to deal with. You know, we've got, Jeremy's got his fragrances out, Steven's got his out, you got Triple B now, of course, Dan, and then Ashton from Ginseng, son. Whew. Yeah, y'all get ready. Stuff is getting ready to get pretty interesting as far as these fragrances that are being dropped. This one is definitely a top contender. Now, of course, Dan hasn't went with a whole line as of yet, but I think even if he just kept this, it stays true to his brand, what type of channel he has, what type of individual he has, and he's always been very classy with me. So Dan, I salute you, great job. If you guys are looking to purchase this fragrance, I will put the link down below to the website where you can pick it up, and I'll also put Mr. Smelly 1977's link down below. So let me know down in the comments, have you tried Gravitas Pour Homme? Do you intend to? I would highly recommend at least sampling it. Before you jump off of here, do me a favor, look down below. Is that subscribe button red? Have you turned it gray? Turn it gray, hit all. Try Gravitas Pour Homme. Until next time, I'll see you on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.